wanted to make a little video of us going up to check on the huckleberries at our favorite picking spot. We're following Highway 503 out through Battleground, and it really is a nice day. This is July 4th, 2013. Just a gorgeous day. 503 is pretty cool. It's a little two-lane highway. Lots of trees, farms. Here we are getting gas in Farger Lake. I've been trying to get my wife used to riding on the back of my Yamaha Super Tenere in the gravel. So we're gassed up, good to go. We're heading for some nice curves. It's a really pleasant ride on some pretty good road. There's not a lot of potholes and stuff. We're heading out towards Chelatchie. There's lots of little farms and barns and things to see. And it's just good to get out of town and roll along for a while. So we're going to do some gravel roading. It's about I think it's about 30 miles of gravel once we get up here. This is the turn in Chelatchie. There's the general store. And so we've gotten off the highway, and this is Healy Road. Just a regular old two-lane road. Off in the distance you can see that big pointy mountain. That's Tum Tum. And this Healy Road, the road's getting a little worse, but they keep it up pretty good. In a minute we'll pass the barn. There's Tum Tum again. And right at the end of this, as you pass Tum Tum and this other barn up here, you're on to the Federal Road, Federal Forest Service Road. And the road loses this yellow line, so it's now like a lane and a half. You gotta be careful watching for traffic, but it's still a really nice ride. And this road will go all the way through to Carson. This is Canyon Creek. This bridge, a lot of bungee jumpers like jumping off of, and kayakers and hikers use that little creek for the rapids and stuff. Pretty neat. Here's a little family out hiking, camping, whatever they're doing. So this road's alright. It's paved quite a ways up the canyon, but there's a lot of landslide activity here. And with the shadows, this is about just after noon. With the shadows from the trees, it can be hard to see some of these landslide little slips in the road, big cracks. But so you hold their speed down. I think we're doing about 30. The speed limit's 35. I don't like to go too fast, and my wife definitely doesn't like it. And we're climbing away from Canyon Creek. Off to the right you can see that it's a pretty steep drop, although there's trees to catch you. But the Tenere, I've had it a month and a half. Got all my crash bars, skid plate, got the rocks risers on it, got my panniers, got my old J.C. Whitney top case, got the Yamaha tall screen on it, and it is just a super bike. I'm really liking it. I even am impressed with the stock trail wings on the gravel. They're really great on the road, but when we hit the gravel up here, they're not as slidey as I thought they might be. I had a there's some of that landslide stuff. I had a V-Strom, Suzuki V-Strom 650, and it had trail wings on it, and they were not this grippy. Something about the weight of this bike, maybe it's the suspension, I don't know what it is, but this whole thing works really well in the gravel. We're taking the cutoff. This is 5704. There's a little washout. So we're back on pavement. And you're climbing this whole way. You get probably to 3,500 feet, maybe 4,000 up at the top. Ooh, that was a nasty hit. And I learned when you're on gravel, stop and put the seat at the low setting. I'm 6'2", but that extra little bit of leg room will help you if you get into trouble, maybe. I mean, the bike's heavy. That was my wife, so we're riding 2 up. She's impressed as well with the bike and gravel. There the pavement ended, and you can see it's a long ways down on your right hand side. And there's some rain ruts here where it's been running down the road, cutting grooves, and up here a little ways further you can see them snaking back and forth across the road. That's why I'm riding in the wrong hand rut, and gotta watch out for rocks, landslides. Yeah, here's some of that nasty stuff where they go back and forth, and you can get wound up in those things, crossed up, and I don't want to be too close to the edge and get launched off, because there's no stopping this bike. So I know this isn't as hardcore as most of the awesome players. Craziness, no sand, but it was just an awesome ride, and I don't want to break my wife in on too much gravel. Especially, she doesn't like these cliff type things anyway. So I'll take it easy on her. We'll get I would like to ride up to Three Corner Rock just because it's a great ride. But we're cruising along at about 20 miles an hour or so, and then once you get up to the top, the road kind of flattens out and you start running into these mud puddles, chuck holes, and I'm not doing such a hot job of picking the right line through these things. But it's okay, it's all fun. And some of it's a little rockier than other places, some of it's just nice packed gravel. Didn't run into any deep stuff up here. There's another nice drop off. And sometimes you got trees to catch you. This is Calamity Peak, up to your left here. Now, look the other way. Trying my GoPro mounted on top of my helmet today instead of having it mounted on the crash bar. And most of the guys that I go riding with know that you gotta stay back a ways, because I may stop to take a picture of whatever hits my fancy. My wife got bored and walked up the road, so hi Jan, hop on. So we cruised up to where the berries are. This tree had fallen down. Somebody, fortunately, had sawed through it for us. And here's about the deepest gravel we ran into. I did make a successful turn here, didn't dump the bike. We turned back around, and then we continued on, going down to Carson. Probably about 6 miles from this intersection, you get back on pavement, and it's a nice windy road. And my batteries were toast, so this was a test of the GoPro too. So, see you next time.